Moin moin and hello, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We left off at finishing this field here. We need to go and do field number 53 and check if there's new jobs up. Maybe there are some new jobs for us to do. And there is a 4000 hoeing job and it's right next to it. So we're gonna do that. Our worker is still doing field 96. Are they progressing? 50%. We need to keep an eye on it because something down there is not to their liking in terms of the waypointing and GPS lines there. So we are going to need to monitor them. Maybe I will send them away to do a fertilizing job and we'll take over the mowing jobs afterwards. So yeah, let's get, oh, this was the wrong button. I'm sorry about that. Let's get to field number 53 and then we do, actually, you know what? Wait, give me a second. Let's look at the worker together. Are they going to stuck here? That's where the last time they stuck. Yeah, this is not going to happen, is it? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop him here. I'll turn off the tractor and then we are going to do our jobs and then we're gonna take over the mowing from the worker and we will send the other worker that I think has the fertilizing unit attached to it to do the fertilizing jobs, that's what I wanted to say. And we're gonna take over the mowing jobs. Alright, we're gonna get to field 53 and then we continue doing stuff from there. So we're close to field number 53. We're gonna do that first and then we jump over to field 56. And then we take the mower from our worker that is at field 96. We need to see. I installed a mower mod. Let's have a look real quick. Add it together. Where were the mowers? Here. The fitting back piece essentially to that mower. 3.5 meters, 8,500. It's not too expensive, right? And it has a swathing plate, so it can swath also. I don't know if is this realistic in real life that it can swath? I'm not sure. Oh? Oh? What happened? Oh, I got tapped out for no reason. I don't know what happened. I just was like, oh, suddenly I'm on the desktop. So yeah, well, nothing but to do it but to get to it. My reshade went off. There we go. Nothing but to do it but to get to it. So I'm gonna get this job done and then we go to field number, this was the front way, to field number 56 after. And maybe we're gonna buy the back mower. Actually a good idea. We can use it for our field also. So yeah, we're probably gonna buy the back mower for 8,500 because we accumulated a bit of money and we also need to fill the sunflower oil production on our farmstead. So we're done. I zoned out again. My apologies. I don't know what it is. It's just, you know, just relaxing once you get into the groove of it. And you got all the preparation for the recording out of the way and then you start recording and just chilling, you know, just playing. It's amazing. Yeah, I like it. I really enjoy this. So let's get to field number 56, which is right here. And then we will continue the mowing contract for under the bridge right over there somewhere. My finger can't reach all the way there. It's disappearing. So it's all the way over there. I don't know what's with the worker. I think it might be the mower. I'm not entirely sure. It actually might be the mower. I might be afraid of that. Because I really like that front attached mower. It's really cool. Like it has the realistic wind up sound, you know, it has a realistic cutting sound. It's really cool mower, but you know, gotta see. Well, let's get to this, finish this here, and then we're gonna do mowing jobs for a change. So we're close to done, 94%. We need to take over the mowing job after from the worker because they are not able to finish it. I think it's just the pillars because they did just fine around here, around the outside area. But down there, as soon as it went around near the pillar, it's went where they went crazy. They did some part of the pillar though. I don't get it completely. I don't understand. 99%. Let's go over there. There's a little stripe left right there. So we're done. Finish that. I'd say we get paid. And then we start taking over the mowing job and send a worker to our farm and park them there. And we will take probably the other tractor that I modified the other day and send them to do the fertilizing jobs. So let's take the mowing jobs and then we will take that fertilizing job. Okay, I'm gonna get all these little things done real quick and then we start the mowing job right after. So everybody got things to do, so do we. Let's get up front there and attach the front mower. I think the backhoe might be too heavy though for us to leave it attached. We need to try out. I need to get rid of the front weight anyway. Then we need to see how we get everything around. Probably have to do what I already suspect we need to do. Let's have a look. Oh, this fits though. That's fine. I think we are having it's using the backhoe though as a work measure. Yeah, that's a bit. I don't know exactly how long, how wide the front mower is. So let's leave this here. It would be helping if I know how to backhoe it. Oh yeah. Well, we're not talking about that one. Nobody saw anything. You know, snitches, you know what happens. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Because I just saw how many lines this job has. I'm going to the shop and we're going to get that back mower piece. I wish we could get the butterfly piece. How much is that? 75,000? 70,000? Man, we're so close. So close to one of these. Are we gonna buy this one for now? Attach both source plates? Sure, you know what? Both logos cost 400 extra. Let's buy this. It's 9k. Hurts a little bit, but not too bad. And we're going fast to the shop and pick this up. And then we go to work. So here's our new back mower attachment. Looks pretty cool. Let's fold it so we can use it. Is this folded? Ah, no. I need to press. I pressed the wrong button. You know, just don't look. Better look away when I play. I need to put this to the shop real quick. Because they need, I need to customize something on it because the physics are not updated on this. You can kind of see it's very jittery on the back axle and I changed that so it's not so wobbly on the back axle, so stiff on the back axle. I know they didn't have much suspension, but I'm playing a video game. Let's repair it. We can attach a cultivator maybe and then can go to our farm with it. I don't know if it's gonna make it though. Do we have anything smaller that I could take from here? No, right? Not so sure about that one. I don't think it's gonna make it to our farm, but we're gonna try. I know I need to get auto drive. Okay, well, getting to the mowing job. So it can't find me proper ways of doing this here. So I'm just going to mow by looking at where I'm driving without GPS. So it's gonna be fun. Let's turn on the mower. Back mower. Oh, it's on already. Okay. Front mower is starting. Sounds interesting. I don't know what you, if you have to have the implement selected that you want to do the thing you would. I mean, I don't mind doing it without GPS. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna leave the mowers down at all times and just go to town here. We're just gonna mow all of it. So yeah, let's. Worker is blocked by an object. No, no, stop it. Stop. Don't be blocked by an object. Do not do it. Oh, they're blocked by an object. It's I'm getting spam messages here. It's like your boss calling you. They need a fill-in and they're spam calling you. Look at it. They're going crazy. Boss, I'm stuck. Boss, 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 help me, boss, boss, please. Okay, wait. Let me go have a look. It's probably gonna be hilarious. Wait, let's leave the mowers on. Let me bring it to the farm first, and then we're gonna continue mowing. Man, it's crazy things are happening here. So, we're back mowing over here. Let's do a backwards mow. Does it work? Can you mow backwards? You can mow backwards, actually. Cool. Okay. Well. So we're done, pretty much, 99%, I think it's the last stripe is this here. Let's turn this off. Turn both of them off. Lift and fold. And then we're going to the next one, which was, I think, right across here. Yeah, down there, the 100 between the street and the river. On the opposite side of the bridge here, so let's do that. Well, that looks adventurous. Let's try to get in here. Can we open the gate? Can we not open the gate? If we cannot open the gate, we might have a problem here. Because I got no other way of getting in here. So, we got in here. You probably know how. The gate is still closed, I can't open it. But I have a job to do here that I got hired to do, so you know, I had to get in one way or the other. And we got in one way or the other. So, well, gotta do what you gotta do at this point, you know. We need to do our things here. I get $1,000 to get €1,000 for this. Need to pay for the mower somehow. So yeah, you know, do our jobs here. Well, I'm gonna get this one done, and then we jump to field 92, which is also not too far away from here. So pretty close to done, 95%. It's been a bit tight in here with this tractor, but it's fine. We're getting the job done. That's the most important thing. I don't know if they wanted it swathed or not, so I left like a mix of everything. They can then decide themselves, you know. It should be. It would be cool if there's like maybe in the future somewhere where you see if they wanted it swathed or not, you know, like if you have to have a swathing plate or, you know, like get a bit more into the nitty-gritty and details of it. That would be really cool in the future. So I'm gonna call the farmer to open the gate for me again, because they closed it, you know. That just left me in here, so yeah, oh, no, didn't wanna do that. So yeah, well, be right back. So they came and opened the gate for us. We're out of the jail they created for us. Let's get to field number 92, and we're gonna do that and then maybe mow our grass. I thought to save up for for some cows in the future, because there is cow barns that are not too expensive, some older ones, which doesn't matter to us, right? Like, but I'd like one with a pasture where you can let them out, so they're not confined in the cow barn all day. You know, I find that a little not so fitting. I remember we mowed this here like a very long time ago. It's a very, very long time ago. So let's unfold our mowers. Back one. Let's close the map. We don't need that anymore. Turn them on. Yep, there we go. Turn the front mower, lower the back mower, and get going. There we go. So 97%, we're almost done. I hope the mower and the tractor are not too loud and you can hear me. I'm not gonna pick up the implement again because on the controller it's a little wild to do that. I need to figure something out. I need to maybe get like an old tablet, you know, with sim dashboard on it, and then we can just do this while we're sitting here. And I don't need to go to the sim rig to do this because there I have everything set up. There's not a big deal. Let's get our paydays in from these contracts. Maybe something else popped up in the meantime. Oh, there are 4 contracts done. Okay, let's get this. That one. That one. That one. Fertilizing. Oh, more hoeing contracts. Obviously. I mean, why not? Oh, we need to get and more weeding contracts. Okay, we're gonna do them. And I'm not cutting the grass now because I don't think we need to cut the grass. It's just useless. We're just gonna cut it for nothing. They have meadow and they just need water right now, the goats. And then in the future, if they need anything else, we have to, yeah, we need to take a look. We need to take a look how we're gonna handle this in the future. I need to go to our field now. Do I go to the field or leave it at the shop? I might actually leave this at the shop here. Yep. Figuring this out. So we're at the shop. I'm going to clean the tractor first. By the way, I installed a new horn, if you want to hear it. There we go. Got a new horn going. A little bit of a train horn. It's from the TLX, actually. TLX horn from the mod hub. You can just, it's relatively easy to build in sounds and stuff like this into a tractor. It's not a rocket science. It seems like it at first, but if you spend 20 minutes just reading a bit what is written in the file, you will quickly understand what is going on there. So we arrived at home. I took a little thumbnail at the same time. Let's get the mower down. Does it have like a... I need to see if we can just leave it here. Yeah, we can leave it somewhere over here. In the woods. There we go. And we also leave the front attacher right next to it, or in front of it even. And then what I wanted to do is we should be going to get some sunflower seeds after we get our... Should we do this before or after we get the hoe? Maybe we should do this before we get the hoe. Yeah, let's get some sunflower seeds. I know it costs a lot of money, but we also get a little bit of profit out of it. I know we better off planting them ourselves, but yeah, it works that way too. We calculated it, if you remember. Okay, let's get some sunflower seeds. So we arrived at the pickup station. Here is the filling bay. Let's go and grab some sunflower seeds. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. I want to press this button. Yeah, there we go. I got all of them done. Okay, let's get... We're gonna get a full load. I know it's gonna be expensive, but, you know, we make the money back at some point by selling them. I'm gonna always sell them as is. I think if I calculate it right, even when I'm selling as is, I still make a profit when we get like 1,900 or something like that. So yeah, we should be still fine. Let's get back to the farm, right, for the weight station for the loads of it. Why not? Or we drive back to the farm. Oh man, we're gonna be a heavy boy. There we go. 27,000. I guess liters, kilos, pounds. No idea. Let's leave fast. They don't know. We got more. Let's go to the farm. So we arrived at the farm. Need to move the harvester out of the way because the harvester is definitely in the way. Send this off for the moment being. Should be all attached still to it. Yep, there we go. Let's move it a little. Oh man, that leaves some deep ruts here. And then reverse over there so we don't park in the cedar just in case we need it for anything. You know, never know. Let's turn this off. Go back into our Fendi Fend. Turbo wanted to say hello. So let's get that filled and then we can turn on our production again. That was a fail. Let's not hit the header. There we go. And it's doing the job here, getting filled on the... Yeah, I mean, you know, like, give me a break, okay? Let's start the sunflower oil production again. Activate. There we go. Now it's running. Any more contracts popped up that we could pick up while we're waiting? Bale wrapping. Square bales, though. Not a big fan. Wasn't there in the update another square bale wrapper this year? Was 65,000. Oh, this does both, though. That'll be interesting at some point. How do you do that? How does it pick up the bale? Need to try this out in another save game. I would be curious to see how this works. Well, yeah, let's get back to where we left our stuff at. All the... Oh god! All the good hoe and weight stuff. And then we will continue doing things. AKA jobs. We need to do contracts. So we have arrived at old job site where we did a mowing job for our worker. Let's attach the front weight first so we don't do a wheelie here, it's a bit hilly. And then we need to go to see which field are we going to do next. Probably field 66 and then we move from field 66 down. I mean, it's not far from here. Gotta go down the street and then... Can we not drive over this field here and then go there? No, we can. Yeah, we can just go down the street. It's fine. It's not that much of a way around. So we arrived at... No, we didn't. We need to go to the right here and then down. I was like, oh, we arrived at field 66. Now we arrived at field 66. But I got good and bad news. The episode is over and we will have another one, obviously, after this one. We will continue doing the hoeing and weeding jobs. I know it's very repetitive. I'm trying to put in a little bit of other things in between. We could look into buying a grass header, maybe. I don't know how much they are. The cheapest is 6K, but there is, I mean, it's also only 4 meters. So that would be more up our alley, 15,000. That's 8.2 meters. And I can check the mod hub. Maybe there is something in there. That's even more here. Look at that. Yeah, we will take a look at this in the next episode. And I wanna see this thing also. Maybe a little bit of silage again. Not sure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one. Take care of yourself.